Not only do we have the DC jail, which is the DC gulag, but now we have Nancy Pelosi's gazpacho police.
It's just, again, the stupidity of it all. It hurts. It hurts. These so-called law and order Republicans that talked about law and order for a year, they defend people that bash the brains of cops on January the 6th, calling them tourists, calling them patriotic. These same people, like see American flags that troops have fought and died for to defend, that they raised on Iwo Jima, that we planted on the moon. What stands for freedom, and they can't take that away, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, they used that flag to like bash in the heads of cops. And so now, again, she's stupid calling, confusing soup with stormtroopers. But now they're attacking Capitol cops and comparing them to Nazis because they're just going around doing spot checks. This is really this hatred for law enforcement officers, this hatred for cops, this vilification of cops for just basically doing their job. I mean, it runs deep in the Republican Party.
The gazpacho police. Nancy Pelosi's gazpacho police is on the way. They're going to come and they're going to arrest everybody. The redcoats, they're coming down the streets. The gazpacho. The gazpacho. I'm going to be saying that probably for the next 2 weeks. Like I'll just, gazpacho, every 3 seconds. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jackson White, co-founder and chief of Continent Politiscope, and thank you for yet again tuning in here with us today at TYT. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene, a character we talk about here at TYT quite often, she just can't help but draw attention to herself for any and everything she does. But you know what? I really think that this highlights that, again, as I point out all the time, Marjorie Taylor Greene really doesn't know what's going on. She lives in an alternate reality for real. Like, she's not one of those people who's just using this as a tactic to, maybe solidify a position or to get donations. No. She really believes this mess. And, no matter what she does, no matter what she says, it doesn't matter to her. She's always on the right side of history.
She recorded herself in this video, confronting the Parkland shooting survivor David Hogg on the streets of D.C., accusing him of trying to take away her Second Amendment rights.
There's no argument here. Yet millions of people in the country still believe that Donald Trump won the election, and Marjorie Taylor Greene, Miss Gazpacho, that's what we're going to call her from now on. Miss Gazpacho, she's one of the leading trumpeters and cheerleaders of the big lie. And she's likely to stay in Congress for at least several more sessions. I don't see her losing this next election. I think that she's going to stay in there just because within the Republican Party, she's very popular. The biggest questions for the Republican Party is there any room for normalcy? No, seriously, because, people like Adam Kinzinger, they're not running for re-election. People who are openly criticizing and taking responsibility for the GOP, like Liz Cheney, who've been censured, and anybody who steps up against the big liar, steps up against, just that right-wing bubble, they get attacked, they get persecuted. So again, the question is there any space for normalcy? And my thoughts and my opinion is, at least for the foreseeable future, no. Which really comes down to the biggest problem with our election system, other than big money in politics, is that we can only cast one vote. And as long as that's the case, the Republican Party is going to continue to go more and more and more down the authoritative path. Because at this point, there's no swinging back. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're fiscally conservative. It doesn't matter if you're a Republican. From A to Z, if you dare speak against any type of right-wing lunacy, if you're not, kind of in that Alex Jones territory these days, you're not accepted. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a huge issue that progressives can't allow to keep going forward.